Here are today's top news stories and why they matter. Well, Accra is bracing up for political upheaval today as the new Patriotic Party and a coalition of allied political forces take to the streets to protest the suspension of the country's Chief Justice. Why is this significant? Well, the coalition says President John Mahama is interfering with the judiciary, undermining the separation of powers. Our correspondent, Eric Mawena, has been following these developments and is here with the latest.
Behind me, thousands of Ghanaians are gathering this morning in Ghana's capital, Accra, with many bracing for a political upheaval. As a major opposition party, the new Patriotic Party leads a coalition of allied political groups in a protest. Central to this protest is the suspension of Ghana's Chief Justice Gertrude Torkornoo, an action the first of its kind in the country's political history, and one the NPP and its allied supporters say amounts to judicial interference and an erosion of the independence of the third arm of government. So what's next? From the convergence point here at the Obra Spot in Accra, the demonstrators and their leadership are expected to present 3 petitions. The first at the country's Supreme Court, then a petition to Parliament, and finally to the seat of government, the Jubilee House, where they will demand the President revokes the suspension of the Chief Justice pending a determination of processes currently underway seeking her removal.
Well, thanks, Eric. And the International Court of Justice is expected to rule on Sudan's case against the United Arab Emirates, which Khartoum accuses of aiding genocide by allegedly supporting rebel forces. Why does this matter? Well, Sudan has taken the UAE to The Hague, claiming it supplied weapons to the paramilitary rapid support forces, who have been in conflict with Sudan's army since 2023. The UAE has denied these claims and dismissed the case, calling it a distraction from efforts to end the war that has already killed tens of thousands. Sudan remains torn by a bitter power struggle between the army chief Abdul Fattah al-Burhan and RSF commander Mohammed Hamdan Daglo. Meanwhile, the RSF launched a drone attack last evening targeting a military airbase and civilian facilities in the coastal city of Port Sudan. No casualties were reported in what is the first known attack by the paramilitary group on the Red Sea city. Well, Port Sudan has served as an interim seat for the government since the war between the military and the RSF paramilitary group started more than 2 years ago.
That's what champions do. 2 goals in a minute. Today, is this the moment?
And to some football, Bayern Munich fans are bracing into celebration after their team claimed the Bundesliga title last evening. The Bavarians are the champions of Germany for a record 34 times. Fans gathered in Munich to watch the Leverkusen's match, and when the result went their way, the title was theirs. They will officially lift the trophy on Saturday in their final home game of the season against Borussia Mönchengladbach. But this victory is more personal for Harry Kane, whose so-called curse has been lifted after winning his first career title. Well, the 31-year-old Kane had never won a title in a career of runner-up finishes and defeats in finals with Bayern, Tottenham and England, leading some to speak of a curse against the player considered to be one of the world's best forward. And that's it for today. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like and comment on the stories we highlight on this channel, DW Africa. I'm Chinaza Samuel.